So small soul. En dan hij klopt. Log on. Stop logging in.
Would it be the worst thing? We don't have 6 teams available, so it means less work. No. Okay, Mr. Musical Lobby.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander with Scarp Skenkel, Ginger Ninja, and Crack Dust Crusader. We're here to watch the game Nabjutsu versus Equilibrium. So, guys, how's everybody doing? How was the weekend treating you?
Hey, brother. Yeah, I was working. I don't know about you.
Same here, same here. No rest for the wicked, as they say.
It is as they say, it seems.
All right, so
That's making me mad right now. I was working. I was just packing.
Yeah, Sean's also busy.
yeah. So, you guys are excited for the game? It should be a fun match. I mean, Equilibrium, as we know, pretty dangerous squad to play against.
Wait, just a quick one. Yeah, your mic is still on. Okay, I think
Sounds
that
fun.
the technical
Yeah,
issue has been.
well, there's always technical issues. What can we do? We need to get a full-on admin staff going here soon. But we'll sort it out as we sort it out.
As we do.
So, well, what do you guys think about this matchup? Nabjutsu versus Equilibrium. Any non-biased opinions here?
Uh, well, this is definitely, what you call this? Worthy matchup, if I can put it like that. The teams definitely like going at each other. So, it's always nice if there's a little bit of a grudge in between two teams, creates for
Well, I'm not
good
sure how much of
competition.
the grudge there is here. The
Not
two
grudge,
teams,
just like not like, they play each other quite often, so it's always kind of wanting to up the next team.
yeah.
A rivalry, kind of.
Rivalry, that's the word I was looking for now. Dang it. Sorry. Afrikaans is my eerste taal, hè?
So, Krak, what's your thoughts on the matchup here? Who do you know? What do you think?
I'm just excited for this game as much as everyone else. We're going to see how well these two put off against each other, and hopefully they give it their all. That's about it.
Yeah, well, it's always fun to watch. I mean, the last time I watched Equilibrium play was when we streamed the game that they had against. Who was it? Asiatic Cheeks. That was an interesting
Yeah.
match. I don't know if you guys remember. But Mobujuju was missing from the lineup there that day, if I remember correctly. It is quite a different lineup from the one that they played against in the last game we saw, which was Asiatic Cheeks. I wonder if anybody in this matchup's gonna play Phobius, because I heard that the new Phobius update is live. Am I correct in saying so?
I'm not sure. Well,
I don't know. Does
Let me know if you're getting any feedback from my mic, yeah?
yeah.
all right. Let me go online and check.
Well, I don't know. Do guys need some coffee or something? Everybody's sounding so down and out. Don't want to
I
talk.
was literally,
Yo,
I
I
was
had
literally
like such a busy day today.
I literally just finished making myself a cup.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Talking to the person who's been at work for the last 12 hours. Oldest man in the lobby needs to have the most amount of energy. This young generation, I don't know what to say about them.
Waylander, I don't know what you are talking or going on about, but Ginger Ninja and myself, we are part of the older generation, so we are old buddies, so we are allowed to be tired at times, all right? But just to give my take on this matchup, I was listening to the chats again today, being part of lobbies, just excited to hear there's some upcoming changes or Well, yeah, this is definitely going to, in my opinion, going to be an of a point of attack of objectives. They're going to be definitely running for those objectives, and knowing both teams, it's going to be guerrilla warfare.
Mhm. I'm quite interested to see who's going to be taking the jungle role for the side of Equilibrium because I don't see their normal jungler in here, Teriyaki. So I wonder all about this lineup and what's going on there. I'm just waiting for everyone to ready up so that they can start. Let's see if we can get everybody start.
Yeah, no, this should be good. Looking at the lineups, who will Merlin be facing in this matchup, man?
So Merlin will be up against Juju because he's usually their typical
Okay.
mage. And unless, of course, they decide to switch it up and change some roles and stuff, right? But you never know. With both teams as well. Uh, I mean, we do expect General Cho on the jungle, but who knows? He may decide he wants to play XP, or well, because it is
That's
a
true.
it
That
is a
is true.
practice match after all.
Okay, so maybe we'll see some switching up. That would actually be sweet. Let's hope they do.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, although I do want to see Cho on the jungle. I love seeing how he improves. And a TSM is a good team to practice against, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
for
That
sure.
was what was that? Saturday night's match.
Mm. I missed that one, unfortunately.
Hmm. Oh yes,
Friday
yes,
evening.
yes.
My
Yeah,
bed hugged me and never let go.
yeah.
Yeah, it was Friday evening's match.
All right, so we're into the drafting screen here. General Cho with the first
So,
ban. Let's see who he's going to go for. I wonder if they're going to ban Juju's famous Faramus, or maybe it's going to be one of the Hayabusa Ling bans, which always seem to come out.
oh, there will be no ban. Oh, okay, Zushin, not a bad ban.
Yeah, yeah. Zushin is, her team fight capability is through the roof. Oh, interesting with the Edith ban. I didn't expect that from the side of Equilibrium, unless they're worried about a particular composition that they'd want to play, where Edith's going to be a bit of a troubling issue.
Uh, are there any comps you know of?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of it. Nothing springs to mind just yet. So we've got Hades with the High Loss
Hylos.
ban.
That's his pick though.
No,
What?
I haven't really seen Hades with the High Loss that much.
I've seen
He's
him at these points.
okay.
I've seen him at these points, and I haven't seen him a lot. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, nice with the Louis ban. Louis is always an annoyance to face in the mid lane, especially with that ultimate of hers that has this massive team fight potential. Oh, General Cho with a Hayabusa first pick. I mean, he's so strong in the meta right now. It's a really good pick. Okay, we've got looks like it's gonna be Long Schlong on the in the jungle role, flexing a bit there with the Ling. Maybe as a you can use the ultimate to counter Hayabusa's ultimate, but might settle on the Yuzong. So Yuzong Angela comes out really early. That is actually quite a strong combo, Yuzong and Angela. Nabjutsu has to be a bit careful when dealing with that particular setup there. So they're going to have to go with probably some hard CC there to deal with the Yuzong diving the backline. Especially with the Angela on top of him, it's just going to be an absolute nightmare to try and get rid
nightmare,
of.
straight up, man, straight up.
Okay, so Bomberclat on the Lapu Lapu pick there. What is Merlin gonna go? Oh, so they swapped the Akai in there. So probably if Yuzong tries to dive the backline, they're gonna try and counter it with the Akai ultimate. Juju taking the Zask. Have any of you actually seen Juju on a Zask before?
No, I can't say I have. But then again, my memory is very bad.
Well, guys, we did well. for some change ups tonight. It might not be in roles, but it might be characters.
Nice ban coming out there from Equilibrium with the Valentina. She would have had a juicy time. So many ultimates to steal just from the first 3 picks alone.
I think there's the second game on this side has also just now started, right? Just so that you know.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You can we'll have that game up and running. Well, not live streamed, but at least the recording of it after
Yeah,
this
what I'll do is
particular game.
I'll give you a live recording at least. So I don't think I'll still have to go record the game afterwards. So they'll get the live recording.
Okay. So Fred Ban comes out from Nabjutsu, but it's going to be Yami on the Ling in response. The Ling is probably there for the Hayabusa ultimate, just to cancel it.
Yes.
Merlin?
With that Lilia might be juicy.
Yeah, playing around with the Lilia.
I like it.
And then a
And
Clint.
Clint. There's a damage. Damage is there. Got the
Oh, Changi.
sustain. Got the tank. More damage.
Changi and Claude.
Okay.
Didn't expect the Changi pick. What are your thoughts on the Changi
I'll
pick
say.
here into this lineup?
It might be useful in
Possibly,
the Lord fight, or I mean the objective fights.
they possibly took Shengi so that they could pressure the Ling from taking his blue buff. Possibly
That
with all.
that's always a
That is
possibility.
one of Shengi's main abilities is that she can take buff so fast.
Actually,
And
right.
if
Can I tell you guys a little thing that I was talking to with Merlin about? I think about 3 or 4 weeks ago, when he kept on complaining to me. He's like, "People keep playing Zask. I'm so irritated being up against Zask." And so I was like, you know what? Once you level 4, Zask is level 4. If you you use Changi, I mean, she's going to be so far away and she's going to ulti. That's just going to melt the Zask ultimate like it doesn't even exist.
Yeah, no lie.
mm,
So that's probably his logic in there. Also, it's they've got 2 heroes, both Claude and Changi, who have like extremely fast lane clear, so they can deal with the split push that will come in from the Roger and the Ling. So both teams have a lot of team fight potential and a lot of split push potential. It's actually quite a nice draft from both teams. I'm excited to see the execution though. So here we go, straight into the game. We've got Hades wanting to stay in base. Okay, so we've got Hayabusa starting off here on his red buff. Ling taking the red buff as well. Looks like they might be going for an early XP lane gank. Whereas General Cho probably looking for a gold lane just to get some pressure onto that the Claude Roger matchup. Because Roger is just so strong in the early game right now. It's going to be a bit difficult for a Claude to deal with. We've got General Cho, but quicker at taking his buffs. Goes in to check a little bit. We've got Roger and Claude playing it safe. Nice early rotation here from Equilibrium. Just trying to get a bit of poke. See, but General Grim realizes something's happening here. Manages to get himself to safety. We've got the counter rotation here from Nabjutsu. Just zoning away. As the dance begins in the river. The early game dance. So we've got General Cho taking his blue buff now. He managed to clear his entire side of the jungle, with Yami trying to get into his small camp here. General Cho should be level 4, and this might be a little bit dangerous. We've got the Ling slightly out of position. First blood goes to General Cho. All set up there by his early game rotation, which was very, very nice. Roger putting a lot of pressure here onto the Claude here on the top lane. Claude not having the best of time farming, but that's to be expected with the early game Roger. Meanwhile, General Cho again getting a bit of poke down there in the mid lane. Trying to create as much space so that he can farm as quickly as possible. We've got the Ling clearing his camp on the top lane, while there's an engagement here on the bot lane, onto the Yuzong, but Yuzong's got that passive of his going, ultimately up. But I don't think I think he's gonna be. Ooh, yeah.
They can go for him, but I mean it's dangerous. What do you think about this Lapu matchup against the uh?
Nice positioning
These
here by
Oof,
Bombaclat onto the Lapu. Ultimate comes out, but he misses the part
second
of it.
part, but I
Yeah,
think he's just trying to keep him off that Lord, you know.
yeah. Link just coming to check in if Hayabusa's blue buff is still available, but no, nothing doing. We've got Hades quite a little bit out of position there, but he's a tanky boy, so he's gonna get through that.
Bomber Cloud also
Oh, very nice
quite
engagement here in the bot
fast.
lane in the meanwhile, with the Yuzong onto the Lapu Lapu. Yeah, at the same time, you've got General Cho invading, but he he manages to. Does he manage to get the blue buff? No, he doesn't. Comes out with the ultimate. Chang even
Beautiful
melting
ulti by
that
him.
Zask ultimate through there,
Wow.
but it looks like
Like,
Hades is gonna fall there. Rotation coming in from Roger in the gold lane. General Cho manages to get a pick up. Ultimate comes out, but I think he's going to be caught in no man's land. He gets the
oh
Angela.
no!
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful play. The meanwhile, while this is all going on, we've got Claude pushing the top lane in. He does manage to get quite a bit of turret gold. You've got Roger and Zask, Momojuju, and Shady trying to make sure that they get the Ling blue buff. The secure the blue buff for Ling. He comes in there. It's Hades who's getting melted down there. A lot of damage coming in. Doesn't manage to save the buff though. Claude gets a bit of poke off onto the Roger. Roger has to recall.
Yeah, I think that guy is definitely gonna prioritize that. Was it concentrated energy? For sure.
So the gold slightly in the favor of Nabjutsu. You can't even say in the favor, right? It's just such a small difference. It doesn't matter. Oh, beautiful engagement coming out from General Cho there. Forcing the Angela ultimate. Black Dragon form committed by the Yuzong. Trying to dive into the backline, but that's going to be no ultimate for the next turtle, which is up in 10 seconds. Lapuka goes back on the engagement, knowing that the Angela ulti is about to end itself. Akai with a heavy spin manages to catch the Angela. They should also manage to get the Yuzong as well. Beautiful pickup here. At the same time, the mid lane pushing in there with Zask, but still the turret shield is still up. They sacrifice the turtle for the XP lane, which they're taking down quite a lot of gold from.
The DSM coming up with two big items on their side: Ling with the Berserker and Zask with Genius Wand.
Oh, nice. So we should actually see some power spikes going in. They're trying to counter push here on the gold lane side. Claude using the blazing duets to clear out the wave as quickly as possible. Ling is going to go back in here for this blue buff, just not letting Hayabusa keep that blue buff at all. He's still got his retry up, so he should be able to take that. Changi with the ultimate, but a bit early. I'd say a bit of a wasted ultimate. The heavy spin committed by the Kai manages to pin the Zask, but I mean, just not really going to do much there. And we've
Oof.
got two down on the side of Nabjutsu. That I think was not the best moment in time to try and contest.
But that play just gave equilibrium equal gold.
Yes. They should have left the blue buff. There was a lot of skills committed haphazardly there, I would say, on the side of
Yeah.
Nabjutsu.
Lane pushing wise, in terms of managing their resources, it's not too bad. I mean, they haven't lost a turret. They haven't really taken too much turret damage. They still be able to set up for the next turtle. Still, at least
A
managing
lot
the
of pressure
game.
coming out from Equilibrium onto the
Oh,
Akai.
dude, that radiant armor needs to come up on
Akai ASAP.
Akai ASAP, bro.
Mobujuchi committing the ultimate in there. Oh, and wonderful play from the Shady on the Roger, manages to burst down that Akai. But at the same time, you've got General Cho trying to engage on the Roger. Angela comes out with the hard guard, manages to save in a Bomberclat on the Lapu, trying to sustain a little bit there. Willie managed to get out. General Cho gets busted down there with the Roger Angela combo again, and the mid lane turret falls.
Nathan at least able to secure the top lane turret at the cost of that mid. I say nothing. I'm employed. My bad.
Yeah.
I always get these guys confused, bro.
Okay, so uncontested turtle going to the side of Equilibrium here. They with that mid lane push, taking that mid lane turret, that advantage they allow them to take that. Now they're trying to get this gold lane. It's the only turret that third tier turret that they still have left to sort out. You've got Ling trying to engage in onto their Kai, getting a bit of poke. They know they can play very aggressively because of the Angela hard card. We got General Cho trying to engage in there, but he gets CC'd. Though he gets the ultimate up, but I don't think he's going to survive this here. There was no opportunity for him to pick up there. Roger Den diving into the backline. Ling with the ultimate commits it onto the Changi. Does he get him? Managed to burst them down. That's 1, 2 gone down. 3 for this on the side of Nabjutsu for nothing. A 3 for nothing exchange as the mid lane turret pushes in. It should get that gold shield down. A lot of pressure coming in there from Equilibrium, managing to push that mid lane through. But I don't think they'll manage to take that mid lane turret. However, all the advantage to this, on their side right now is they extended this to about a 5k gold lead. General Cho.
Wait, what's your thoughts on how Nabjutsu can pull this one back together?
Right now they just need to split push, but because like every time they try to engage in something, they oh, nice heavy spin from the Akai, but there's nobody to follow that up. Managed to pin the Ling, and he falls to the Roger. Equilibrium snowballing here quite a bit at this moment in time in the game.
Right now, Nabjutsu seems like they're dizzy and woozed. They're phased out and they're starting to lose their flow as they're going in. Some very funny engages that we are seeing because of how much pressure Equilibrium is pushing onto them.
Yes. Blazing Duet comes out from Claude onto 2. General Cho in the backline managed to get that Angela, which was causing so much a problem. Moba Juju with that ultimate comes out there. But they're just zoning Nabjutsu away so that Yami can take that free Lord. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, quite a lot of poke coming out onto the Kai there. He's not being able to sustain much in this particular game. Okay, Yuzong getting quite a bit of poke down. The lanes, General Cho, they just don't want to let General Cho get his blue buff. it's every time that blue buff is up, it's gone. Meanwhile, we got Ling coming in down in the bot lane. Yuzong, Angela, I'd say a little bit early with the ultimate there. Coming to get a bit early, but I'm sure by the time the Lord comes in, they should have their skills on cooldown. Akai taking quite a lot of damage in there. They're just trying to use over the Black Dragon form, diving into the back line. Yami on the Ling getting quite a bit of poke down there. They managed to get the mid lane turret and the top lane turret. Roger turret locking in here. I think this should be it for the base. Though Nabjutsu putting in a reasonable amount of defense, but there's nothing much doing there. Well played to Equilibrium.
That was insane.
They just managed to get a bit of an advantage towards the mid game and then just snowballed from there.
Very well played. The way that they controlled the map and every single aspect of the game, including inside the jungle. Very well played to Equilibrium.
They are a fantastic team to watch. So that's a game to the side of Equilibrium. I suppose we've got to set up the next the lobby there for the next game.
The second match should be interesting.
Yeah.
Now that Nabjutsu got a taste of Equilibrium, maybe they want more and they might come back with a vengeance.
Could be possible. It was, the early part of the game was fairly even, and then from there, once Equilibrium managed to get it was all turned at that team fight around the blue buff, with lots of skills being cast for no particular reason there, and then everything just went
Mm.
different. Um, okay,
I know their teamwork is insane.
yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay, so we need one more player to come down. Who are we waiting for to come down?
Chop needs to move over.
What is he saying? So we're just waiting for one more player to come down on the side of Nabjutsu, and then we can begin the second round of the match.
Some messages running around in the lobby.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let me just find out what's happening here.
Oh, Chubbs did say that he did break his Xiaomi phone today.
Yes, yes, yes. He
So
did.
he's playing on a very bad device. Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that.
Why? Just kick him and then re-invite him. Okay, never mind. He switched over.
Okay, sweet. I think maybe because he's having a lot of problems with this phone, as you were saying earlier. It's an old phone, until he gets his new one. Okay, so just waiting for everyone to ready up. Once they're ready, then we can get going. Okay, so I think everyone's ready. Say, so we're on our way to the second of the best of three. We'll see if we actually manage to get to the third game, depending on how Nabjutsu come back from this. So this time we've got Equilibrium with the first pick. Again, they go for the Edith band.
Edith ban.
I wonder who was giving them problems with Edith. For
I
them
don't
to.
know, but recently Edith has been very strong, especially in solo queue, due to how much damage the outputs and potential she has due to Thunderbolts
Oh
and all the
yes,
new revamped items. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So Nabjutsu with the Angela ban, that was pretty much expected. Angela gave them a real hard time in the last game.
Hmm.
I would not be surprised if I saw a Ling ban.
So I would also not be surprised for a Ling ban because Ling has been very strong recently.
It's Ling and Hayabusa. That's the two
Mm.
bands that are.
I see that they banned Hayabusa, Nabjutsu.
Might you see a Ling or Fanny coming in from General Chow?
Possible.
Yes, possibly. Ooh,
Oh, there's the
Zushin
shit.
pick.
Well, whoever is going to be, whatever they pick as Rome is going to be having a nightmare of a time against the Zushin. Oh, General Cho with a Roger pick early. But is it Roger Gold Lane? Is it Roger Jungle? We'll have to wait and see. Hades with the Hylos pick gives
Now
them.
we can go and have the debate from the first match regarding the high loss on Hades on high loss.
Oh, the Longschlang with a Cho pick. Very nice. How are you guys feeling about Cho after the I wouldn't say revamp, but I can't even say buff or nerf. Just let's just say the update.
Hey
All
man,
I can say is I
I'm
haven't faced a Chow in a very long time.
me. I haven't played the last month or so, so got nothing for
However,
you, buddy.
Yeah. So
however,
the Camilla pick
yeah.
comes out from Equilibrium that gives them quite a lot of team fight potential. Though I'm not sure how the Camilla ulti combos with Zushin. I haven't really seen or tested that. I'd be interested to see how this plays out. We've got Grim,
Cariban.
yeah, Cariban and Clint pick from the side of Nabjutsu. Driven Grim on that on the Clint pick. Clint is quite strong at the moment, especially
Mm.
with Skypiea. So I know Skypiea has been nerfed and then nerfed some more. I wasn't sure
Also,
what Moonton thought when they first brought it out.
mm, also, Thunderbolt apparently stacks higher when you have an AoE passive attack. So
Oh,
if manages to hit several people with his passive while he has Thunderbolt on, he gains those stacks that are of the people he hit.
that's
Okay.
that's actually quite
Yeah,
an interesting bit of info there. So we've got
yeah.
the Yuzong band coming out from Equilibrium. Bombaclat there responds with the Terizla for the XP lane.
Mhm.
Juju again with the Zask pick. So it looks like they're going for a double mage combo.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Very interesting. And the Ling comes out. So they've got again quite a lot of push potential, but their team fight potential is massive here.
I'm surprised that they didn't ban Ling Nabjutsu.
Yeah, they went for the carry ban. I
They
suppose
went
because
for the
they
carry
thought
ban.
of the Terizla and the Hylos. So they just want them to soak up the damage. Let's see who Merlin picks on the mid lane. Goes for
Ooh,
Kadita.
Kadita.
Well, that's actually
Very
quite a good
interesting pick.
pick. Actually, is a good pick
Mm.
because if you look
Can
at
go in
the
and out easily.
exactly, if you look at the team compositions from Nabjutsu, they don't really have much of a backline dive. Whereas Equilibrium have two backline divers in Cho and Ling, but they don't have all that much of a frontline. It's just Camilla, and well, you can I suppose you can count Zask as sort of a frontline.
Yes, you
Yeah,
can. Nearly. They're going more of a controlled setup.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
we might see a more patient game coming from Equilibrium with the crowd control and not having really much of a front line.
Yeah.
And
I
Nabjutsu
don't
is
know.
going more or less
When I see a
very
Zask, I
aggressive
get
stuff.
excited and I pick Valir because then I have unlimited first skill.
Mm. I wish I
That's
knew how to deal with. I wish.
Yeah. Okay, so Len going to his red, Roger on the blue. Roger usually has to take the blue first. Based on the amount of skills he has to use, it's just much better to get your blue early. So Hylos making the usual Hylos movements just to irritate a little bit. We see Ling likes the style of play where he just goes and takes red buff, but he's using quite a good rotation. It's an MPL rotation they're coming in from the Ling.
oh,
Oh, Retri goes to the side of Ling there. Uh, we got the slight level advantage. In the meantime, we're gonna have Clint's gonna have a really hard time against this Ask there in the gold lane. Oh, Hades, slightly overextended there. They're committing all their skills onto him. He's trying to sustain as much as he can, but he should be the first blood. And then there's the follow up there on the Clint. Clint should definitely be dead. I don't see him surviving that there. Very nice engagement and rotation from
What an excellent start for Equilibrium.
Equilibrium. Yes.
That's insane.
Roger trying to protect the gold
Yeah,
as much as he
Hades
can.
was
The
definitely
engagement here onto the
absolutely-
Kadita. She manages to get that passive of hers off, but the damage coming out from the Ling. Already, they've got Ling is a late game hero, but already they're managing to get him fed quite nicely.
Yeah, so it's 3-0 before 2 minutes. It's crazy.
Okay, long schlong on the Cho, caught slightly in no man's land, but he's got the mobility to get out. Oh, nice kick. Getting Bomberclat right into the turtle with all the damage coming out. But he manages
good.
he manages to steal the turtle. Penalty zone catching out 1, 2. Bomberclat just going helm back there. Roger joining there for the follow-up. They managed to get 2. Will there be a third? I think so, because Camilla trying to get away, but the amount of damage coming through. At the same time, Bomberclat managed to survive that entire exchange. That was beautiful play from him.
And they
I was
managed
so
to pick
shocked
up
by
the
that.
red
I
buff
don't
as
think
well.
Cho expected that, bro. I gotta be honest.
Well, anyways, that was a very nice equalizer from Nabjutsu. Maybe he's trying to catch a wake-up call. They're actually going to start getting more advantages from now on, hopefully.
Hopefully. So, Equilibrium looks like they're setting up for a gank here on the gold lane again. Druid Grim playing quite passive there, but I think if they dive in here, they're just trying to get a bit of poke on him. They realize they're not going to get anything. Hades rotating just to give some vision here on Roger's red buff, keeping everybody a little bit safe. In the meanwhile, Cho doing quite a nice job in the bot lane, cutting the lane. Kadita not having the nicest of time trying to outclear the Zushin.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Oh, engagement onto the Hylos. They managed to get a bit of damage onto him. Meanwhile, Roger there in the back line manages to get the Zask. So Hylos falls, but the Zask falls at the same time. They're engaging onto the Terizla, but Terizla still got his skills. Is he going to land that with that penalty zone? Roger coming in there.
People getting lifted up in the air.
Oh, penalty zone catching onto War.
Nice.
Does Roger get Roger? Beautiful play again from beautiful play again from Bomberclat on that Terizla. He's putting in so much of hard work. Roger engaging onto the Cho there. I'm not sure what the plan was, knowing that Cho still had his ultimate. A bit of a dangerous play on his part.
Might actually work out for him if you can steal this turtle.
Hylos falling down again to the Zask Zushin combo. But dangerous to try and steal this. Manages to get the retry, but I think Zushin is going to pull him back in there. Does he have the ability to escape? No, he doesn't. Was it worth it in the end to try and take that turtle? I don't think so.
Don't think so either.
Now, pressure coming into the jungle here. Yami managing to take
the on the toe, man. Oh, Bomberclat, stop playing games tonight, bro.
Yeah. He really is doing a lot on that XP lane.
Yeah. But Zask and Clint matchup very underwhelming.
Yeah. You just like the action, bro. That's what you want. So rotations from both teams towards the gold lane. Camilla giving a bit of vision there so Zask doesn't get caught out of position, because he is quite overextended because he has the ability to poke that Clint so much.
Yeah, I think Bomberclat's gonna try and put some pressure on this bottom lane now.
Meanwhile, Cho making some good rotations there, getting a bit of poke in onto the Roger. Roger manages to use that ultimate form to get out. Bomberclat getting a lot of damage coming in with that Terizla. Doing quite a lot of work. Zushin caught a little bit in no man's land. The engagement coming up. Beautiful penalty zone again from there, from Bomberclat. But the ultimate comes out from the Ling. He should be able to burst them all down.
Ow.
But Terizla is just so tanky. He manages to tank quite a bit of it. That Kamala ultimate came in really
With that
clutch
Lin
there.
ult, bro, it's just too
The,
much, man. That was
yeah,
just too much, dude.
the blood
Everyone went
curse.
from like 3/4 to fucking 10 HP in 0 seconds.
Clint there, just overextending. I'm not sure why he
Ow.
was putting his a little bit front there. Just gets busted down.
Yeah, we're gonna see some lanes dropping off.
Yeah, but there was a missed ulti from Kadita there that actually got the Zushin the ability to sustain just for long enough so that Kamala could come in with that
Kamala,
blood curse. Again, a lot of poke damage coming out. Terista, does he have that? Yes, he does. He manages to get the
Dang, son. Yeah, Ling wasn't gonna let him go there.
Ring getting some Roger getting some damage in there, but he doesn't have enough, and he just gets busted down.
Oof.
Again, very
Yeah,
similar to the
a little
first
bit of
game.
desperation from Nabjutsu's side, man. You
Yeah,
can see they're trying their best to grab this back, but I kind of feel like they're forcing themselves into fights that they can't win at the moment.
now especially since Equilibrium does have a 6,000 gold lead.
This has it's a very similar feel to the first game. It was just like one major, like I would say, mistake, and then the way Equilibrium takes advantage of mistakes. It's quite a thing to watch. They
Yeah,
punish you.
yeah,
You
that's
make a mistake, they punish you, and they punish you to the full effect.
They are 100%. And they also like are extremely good at their lane management. So even if things aren't really going their way, they can still,
Yes,
keep it up to a level where they can still farm.
Terista trying to get that lane push, but they made such a quick rotation towards it. Meanwhile, you got
Nah,
Zushin just
you put a
poking
big target on his
the mage down there. Griffin falls again on the top lane, but Roger manages to get the pick off as well onto the Zask. Meanwhile, you got Kadita and the Hyros. Kadita gets the ultimate off, but doesn't do anything there. The Ling just manages to they just kill both the Hyros and the Kadita there. I don't think the two combo really well together, for them to have any amount of damage.
Agree.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
So you got the first Lord up at the moment. You got Roger there just trying to get some vision, but the Zushin there is just gonna zone them all away. Cho onto the Raja. Penalty zone comes out again from the Terizla. But the Zushin just comes in, pulls the Raja in. Raja with a nice outplay there, manages to get the kill there. But Terizla falls for that. Manages to save his jungler, but he falls in return.
They would definitely need to start looking at doing something to the Ling. Because every time the Ling is always busy with something else, but as soon as he engages, there's a whole lot of damage.
That's true.
Fact.
That is true.
Fact.
See, it was as you guys were saying in earlier part of the game. It's just like they just got to be a bit patient, playing around that Camilla ulti. The moment Camilla ultis, they don't hesitate. Everybody jumps in and uses their skills. Joe diving into the backline manages to ulti the Clint, but there's Ling diving into the backline. They managed to burst down the Raja. Meanwhile, again, a bomber clat on that Terizla, just doing so much of work. But he falls at the same time, getting everybody nice and low. But that's already 3 down for the side of Nabjutsu, with everyone pretty much alive on the side of Equilibrium. They're pushing in that mid lane turret and the top lane. They managed to take one of the tier 3 turrets. They should be able to get one more with the mid lane pushing in. The recall spam's coming out already.
The disrespect.
Sorry, Juju.
Look at the damage coming out from that Ling. I mean, he's just using 1 second skill, Kadita down a half health. So
See, now this is a interesting part of the game in Mobile Legends for me, because round about the 12 minute, you can either win the game easy or lose it really fast.
But the gold lane is the gold advantage is so far. It's like 9k to the side of Equilibrium,
9K.
and Ling manages to pick off again the Kadita and the Terizla falls
Terizla?
as well. He's just got so much of damage. The wave coming in there, that's 2 down for nothing with the wave pushing in. Equilibrium just freestyling on them, not even trying to turret lock or anything.
Yeah. See, now all Nabjutsu would need to do here is just try and defend. Not overextend. Make sure you go back to base often enough. I mean, to heal, and then yeah,
I think
it's always
Equilibrium is
Oh, there
going
looks
to
like there's
try
going to be
to.
an engagement here
Ooh,
that comes out. They managed to get one. Zask in the Mobile Juju penalty zone catches one. A lot of damage coming out, but from the Terizla managing to zone the enemy team away, but no real follow up from his teammates to finish them off.
a little
The
bit
Blood
late
Curse
because
comes
now
out
they've
from the
got Camilla
Camilla
come off.
and is just
Yo.
melts them
Ling
all
and the Ling
down.
just picks them off.
Wow. And
Mm.
that's how he lost down. And that's a full team
That is a
wipe.
wipeout. That is a full team wipeout, yeah.
And
Yeah,
There was
that
a,
should
definitely
be game.
funny
That should
engage.
be game. That was a very well played game by Equilibrium, seeking out and punishing and waiting for every single one of Nabjutsu's mistakes.
Yes, we're very well
Right.
executed by them. So well played to Equilibrium, taking this 2 games 2-0. Thoughts on the match, gentlemen?
I have to say, towards the end of the match, Equilibrium had this, how can I say, this repetitive, well, not repetitive, wait, I'm using the wrong words here, but they had a plan. The Ling would focus the Clint first. After she was doing something, taking a buff or whatever, she would come and focus the Clint. So there would be no follow up damage on Teresla's hard carry there with all the damage he was doing. He just didn't have that support with the Clint to come and clear up whatever damage he or combustion he caused. Um, yeah, backline burst, patient gameplay, forced at the end, forced errors.
That's true.
That was a good game nonetheless.
It was a good game to watch. Well, the second one was a bit of a snowball to the side of Equilibrium, to be honest. The first game, like I said, was the beginning part of it was about 50-50, and then Equilibrium is, like I said, really good at punishing any mistakes that a team makes, and that's what they did in both matches. Punishing overextensions and just snowballing from there. So well played to them. Nabjutsu as well. It was a good game to watch. So I think that's going to be all from myself, Waylander, Scarp Skankel, Jinjin Ninja, and Crack Dust Crusader. We will see you all.
Orchids to bro for yo.
We'll see you all in the next stream, which will be on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Thank you everybody
Yeah.
for watching.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.